Corona. What you've done to Luos. If our ancestors can wake up today, we will be all cast. How can we bury the dead within a week? What is that? A man dies and is being thrown into the grave like a donkey, like a dead cat, like a dead dog. What is that? Corona, you brought shame to Luo people. You brought a very, very disgusting implication to Luo land. In fact, a curse. That is how our ancestors will view it. That is how our old wazes, the old grandmothers and great-grandmothers are viewing it in their grave. That is how our fathers are seeing it now. But being a Luo, it is nice to treat the dead well. It is nice to bury a dead with respect. But what Corona has brought today, it is sad to some people. You know, being a Luo is a software. It is an Android. It is like having updated Windows 10 version, the current one, the Pro one. You know, if you are a Luo, if you see a Luo, you see money. We don't ever go broke. We will have money even if we are broke, but we are rich and we are surviving. A Luo man will not go for a cheap thing. Cheap is expensive for us. If you are a Luo and you buy a cheap thing, you will die very fast. In fact, the ancestors will wake up and curse you and you die. That is what we believe as Luos. Now, the positive side of it that Corona has brought is that we bury the dead within a week. You know, if a Luo man dies, there are 3 things to consider. Wealth must be number 1. The type of burial that is going to take place and which people will attend that burial. Of course, food must be there. We value catering. Lazima tunawe mikono. We must wash our hands and go to kata. And as Luos, we don't eat cabbages and sukuma wiki at the matangas. No. We go with something like fish, chicken, some things like hamburger, hot dogs, things that are sweet to the mouth, because we are a software. Of course, if a Luo dies, there must be 3-4 tents of food in that particular funeral. There must be public address that is being heard even 10 kilometers away. Prominent politicians must speak in that burial. That is how a Luo man or a Luo man, if he or she dies, those are the rules to follow. And the body must arrive a day before to be viewed at night. People should joke at that night. Even preachers must preach at that night. And then there's a special group that will dig the grave. And of course, they have their own food that is preserved for them. That one can no longer happen now. It is null and void at this time of COVID. And the purpose of this video is to view this side of burying within a week. Fellow Luopeans, fellow Nyanzans, the great people of Ramogi, the great people from the lakeside, people of Nyabe, Joramogi. Luego na pacha marenda gulutumulwang nyomena kibarmbore kidigo dwaru dik chilwioke. Hey! Rangolo ke topatan Mario rupi makaji yoroni tek. Teno biro yoroni tugluk tek. Jayalo monde tot. Listen to me, Luos. Let us change. Let this COVID period give us a very big, vast brain of changing. Can we just bury the dead within a week? Let's view it in terms of this money we are spending. Of course, as Luos, we are not poor. We were born rich, even if we are broke to the ground. Now, a person dies in Nairobi, brought at home. The wife has been left with 5 children And in the funeral alone, we are going to spend 5 million. Then after funeral, people make empty promises and they disappear. This woman is left with children and no fees and no food to eat, and with one poor, useless crap that want to inherit this particular woman. So Luo people, Luo parents, people of Ramogi, can we just avoid eating at the funeral? Can we just have that money and we give to the bereaved? We cut these expenses of having catering, big public address, inviting nonsense politicians to come and politic around and nothing to leave the family with. If you are a Luo man listening to me and seeing this video, hit this notification bell, subscribe to this channel. We want this thing to end, and I want this video to go to each and every Luo man or Luo woman or our shemejis that we should bury our dead within a week. And let not start this idea of bringing katas, eating in the funeral, and more so the worst thing. You know, I used to love it when I was a youth, but disco matanga. People normally do fight at night when there's that music is being played. People normally scramble for ladies. They end up cutting one another. They end up assaulting one another. If this disco matanga can end, no dancing at night, burial is done once and for all, no eating, no politics, only close family members are brought. Kindly see how Americans normally bury. You will find a funeral is having less than 20 people, and if somebody dies, is taken to the church, the sermon is said. After that sermon or mass, the body is taken the following day to the burial site. 15 or more people, less than 20, come there, bury the dead, and they go. They don't even wait for the body to sink down to the grave. After the mass has been said there, people live at their own wish. And that is what I'm preaching for us. Let's stop this, our tradition that is making us go down day and day. Subscribe to this channel and turn on notification bell. And every Luo should adopt this, even if COVID-19 will continue or not. Subscribe to this channel, turn on notification bell for more videos to come. Together as one, let us fight and win this. Let us bury our dead people within 1 week.